So guys, today back on a video on the channel. Today we're here after Newcastle United versus Nottingham Forest preview. Newcastle United have got to get back to winning ways. Forest need the points to stay up. It's going to be a massive game at the City Ground, 5:30 kick-off in the Premier League. A massive game for both clubs for different reasons. Newcastle need to get wins now to even have a chance of getting to Europe. Forest need the wins to try and stay up. They've made a lot of signings. They've got a different team. We need to get revenge on them for what happened on Boxing Day. Let's get to the preview now, boys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could do so. Anyways, lads, let's get to now, and we'll start off by looking at Nottingham Forest. I just want to state as well, lads, I'm recording this video on Wednesday, afternoon. I'm recording it before they play. They replay it in the Cup against Bristol City. The sake as I'm on the night shift, and I just haven't got time to record it after or the next day. It's non-stop at the minute, but we'll go through Nottingham Forest as we always do. We'll have a look at their starting 11 from their last game that they drew 1-1 against Bournemouth. So they've made some signings, and one that for Newcastle is Matt Sells. He's been brought in as their keeper, I think on loan, and then they can buy him at the end of the season. Obviously at Newcastle he didn't really get a good run out, not really part of the squad. I think he literally played them first couple of games in the Championship, had a really poor game against Aston Villa, and then was never to be seen again. Didn't play, not even in the Cup, I don't think. I think it was literally between Caldolo and Rob Elliott for the rest of our Championship season. He's now their keeper. He was at Strasbourg, I think, in France, and he done very well. But has he got the capability of keeping Forest up in the Premier League? They've had a lot of goalkeeper problems with Turner and obviously when Samba left, and they've had loads of problems in net for years now, Forest. If they can finally find a keeper that's going to be there, then happy days. But the defence I played against Bournemouth, I think Newcastle could do something. Nuno Tavares is an okay player. Mavillo is a decent player. Armadilli is a good player, but then Rico Williams is a decent player. But that doesn't really scare me from the other team. I'm just going to jinx us now. They're going to keep a clean sheet. But even in the midfield, Yates is a decent player. That Dominguez, I don't think he's set the world to light at Forest. It's the attack that scares me for Forest more than anything. But defensively, if we can get on the back foot against Forest, we should be doing well. But let's mention the attack now. So on the left, I've had Callum Hudson-Odoi. On the right, Alanga. In the middle, Gibbs White, and then up top, HOWAYYY. I don't know if they'll play Chris Wood again. Obviously got that hat. They've obviously signed Reina from Bournemouth. I mean, not Bournemouth, from Borussia Dortmund on loan. Chris Wood wasn't even on the bench against Bournemouth. I don't know if he's injured or not, but they've got a good team, and honestly, Forest sitting 16th in the league, 2 points above the drop. Well, it just shows if they didn't beat Newcastle on Boxing Day, they would be in the relegation zone. The fact that they've in that position with that team, I think, is a little bit scary. Obviously, they had Steve Cooper and it wasn't going well. They've got Nuno in now and starting looking a little bit better. But with the run of fixtures that they've got, I'm not actually sure who they've got coming up. Obviously, they've got Bristol City in the Cup tonight, Newcastle, West Ham, Villa, Liverpool, Brighton. That is some tough games. 3 of them at home though. That's the thing with Forest, they're quite good at home. Away from home, they like to sit on the back. Obviously they beat Newcastle away from home, I can't say anything, but at home the fans are always behind them. They're always there to give everything. And obviously, yes, they've got that game against Bristol City. Well, obviously, like yesterday when you're watching this, they've got Thursday, Friday, then they play Saturday. Newcastle have had a week. So in that sense, if Forest come to the City Ground and play us off the park, it is embarrassing from us. But will they be tired? Will they play a different team against Bristol City? I'm recording this before any team news, anything comes out. I don't know anything. But the score, the result, how they're going to play. They're at home, so and it's an FA Cup replay, so anything can happen. But as I mentioned, as I stated, when Forest came to St James's, they were very good, and they did play us off the park, and they did. And that's something that it wasn't even just like Chris Wood got 3 lucky goals. They absolutely slapped us silly, and really get a bit of revenge. So let's speak about the toon. So I feel like a lot's happened since that Luton game. Obviously the Luton game was a mad one. 8 goals was ridiculous, but again we should have won, and we've not beaten Luton home or away this season, and obviously losing to Forest already this season. If Newcastle get back-to-back defeats against Forest and not won, it's a crazy sport. It is, knowing that we're beating Villa, then draw to Luton, and then going to be a very tough one against Forest. I don't know. Obviously, last time we were at the City Ground, honestly, even though obviously I wasn't there, it was probably one of my favourite games for the club last season. That 2-1 win with these, it was when Anderson scored and everyone was happy, and then it got disallowed for an absolute ridiculous reason. I think it was an offside, but he wasn't offside. It was mad. Everyone was like, how on earth can they do that? But obviously we got the penalty. It was well deserved, and it was just such a good Friday night, wasn't it? But everyone had a good move for the weekend. We had the international break, and if Newcastle can do that again, it would be massive. Obviously, I don't want to mention too much about the team news, because obviously that will spoil tomorrow's video, but Isak was the man who scored 2 goals. Will he be in this game? We don't know. But there's a lot of situation with Dan Burn, and obviously loads of Newcastle fans, including myself, I've said it, are like, we need to drop Dan Burn. Dan Burn can't play left back. We can't do that. Against Forest, he really struggled. And with Callum Hudson-Odoi and Olanga on the wing, it's just shown yet again a reason to probably not play Dan Burn. Will Eddie Howe have the bollocks to drop him? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for Saturday afternoon. That's going to be an eventful one when the team news comes out. I mean, Newcastle fans are going to be buzzing if we're going to win or we're going to lose. It's as simple as that. But in that game versus Forest, especially at home, as I stressed enough, we got to get revenge, because that performance was terrible. It was one of the only teams that beat us in 2 years at home. In 2022, 2023, only 3 teams beat Newcastle at St James's Park, and that was Arsenal, Liverpool, and then Nottingham Forest. So you've got to get a bit of revenge for the sake of that. Obviously Chris Wood got that hat-trick, and honestly the performance really wasn't there, but I don't understand how Forest are so low on the table with the team that they've got. Hudson-Odoi and Lang on the wing. Morgan Gibbs-White is a player and a half, someone I love in Newcastle. And 1 year up top, who's a very good player. Got Reina in. They've got a good defence. They've got World Cup winners in the team. It's mad to think that they're only 2 points above the drop, and they would be 17th if it wasn't for the point deduction. Yeah, there would be 1 point above the relegation zone if it wasn't for the point deduction for Everton. It's a really big reason Newcastle have got to go to this game and win, considering it will make the Luton result not look as bad. Say if we beat Forest and then beat Bournemouth, getting 1 draw out of them 3 games that's football. Newcastle have got to go into this game and they've got to win. It's a must-win game for the Toon. If I've got to give a prediction, I'm going to go the same as last season and hope the lads can do it. I'm going to go with 2-1 Newcastle, but we've got to get revenge on them. Who I won at Boxing Day. Let's get revenge, boys, and that's going to be the end of the preview. Make sure to leave a like, boys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could do so. Anyways, lads, I'll see you all in the next video. Predicted team at tomorrow, the game on Saturday. Can Newcastle United get the result that we need? Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next one.